In the 3D warehouse, models made by manufacturers and suppliers tend to be created with the correct dimensions. However, since the 3D warehouse is open for anyone to upload, models are often incorrectly scaled. For instance, let's download this version of the Eames Lounge chair and compare it to the one produced by Herman Miller. One of these chairs is clearly the wrong scale. First, let's check the height of the first chair, produced by Herman Miller. Activate the tape measure tool and create a guide from the edge of the floor plane to the top of the chair. We can use the guide to check the height of the chair. The guide tells us that the height of the chair is 2 feet, 7.5 inches. That's equal to 31.5 inches. A quick Google search tells us that the correct height of the chair is 31.5 inches. I now know that this model is correct. We can now use the guide to scale the other model to the right height. First, select the object. Then, tap the shortcut S for scale. With the Scale tool active, click the green handle in the top center of the yellow bounding box. Then, move the box downward. Notice how the object only scales in one direction and appears to get squashed as we scale. To scale the object in proportion, press Shift. Move the cursor across to the height guideline created earlier and snap to the guide. Now the chair is scaled correctly. Many of the models you find in the 3D warehouse are unreliable and won't load into the SketchUp file correctly. Some models have the origin incorrectly placed, so when you place the model on the floor, the object ends up going through the floor or floating above the floor. When this happens, you can use the Move tool to place the object correctly. First, select the object. Then, tap M for Move. Then, click on a point that you want situated on the floor. Then, tap the up arrow to lock the movement in the vertical direction. Then, move the cursor down until the object snaps to the floor. Once items are situated correctly in the vertical direction, whether it be on the floor, or a table, or a countertop, it is advisable from that point onward to only move items horizontally, either on the red or the green axis. To move objects on the red or green axis, select the object and tap M for Move. Then, click anywhere on the model and start dragging the movement of the object. To lock the movement on the red axis, tap the right arrow key. To lock the movement on the green axis, tap the left arrow key. Click wherever you want the movement to stop. If you want to move the object a certain distance, simply type the distance once you start the movement. To rotate an object on the horizontal plane, first select the object. Then, tap Q to activate the Rotate tool. Then, tap the up arrow to lock the rotation in the horizontal plane. Then, place the rotate cursor on the surface you want to rotate the object on. To rotate an object in SketchUp, it is a 3-click process. The first click determines the point at the center of the rotation. Then, drag a dotted line out from the center and click again to establish the line that the rotation will start from. Then, drag the cursor to rotate the object. Click a third time where you want the rotation to end. If you want to rotate a certain angle, simply type the distance once you start the rotation.